All right, let's see what I can do here. This is, to be honest with you, I'm kind of proud of myself. Not because I think I may have made the right decisions, but I think I'm thinking, or I feel like I'm thinking, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So all these colored thingamabobs are me trying to get enough strength points to bear to make an attack on those Russians, and I'm pretty darn sure they're just a couple of brigades. I remember watching them over here. But why I guess what I'm saying is a little bit proud is that I'm starting to think, in a sense, is that this to me is an inefficient use of my resources as a German. The reason being is, what exactly am I trying to do here? Pardon me, I think is maybe a little bit of ego, or yet again, what I'm trying to say is because I feel like the Germans are in the driver's seat, and yet again in the last post I was trying to say, don't be sloppy. Maybe what I mean by sloppy is don't be inefficient, because, you know, I think, oh, I can just do whatever I want. Yeah, okay, I can put a lot of these strength points to bear here, but let's take a look at the reality of how that had to occur. Okay, actually the yellow guys are just possibilities of where to put the cavalry. Yeah, it's amazing, what you can do if you stay out of the way of zones of control with cavalry and go through column movement. I mean, look at this. That's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not bad. And I could have. What I was trying to do originally was trying to see if I could isolate these units, but I can't. There's always one hex. Like, I can put the cavalry here, and therefore I can isolate them there, but I can't put anybody. Like, they can still get out this way, line of communication. So I was like, well, if I could have isolated them, maybe. But here's the other thing about what I was saying about the inefficient use of resources. To get all these strength points there, so you can see, like, that division goes over to here, and, you know. Anyways, you can see where all these colored guys from here, and even over, oh, here, I'll pan over a little bit. Up a bit. I don't even know if you're going to be able to see it, but there's a couple of, like I was mentioning, the 49th and the 50th. Where the heck are they? There we go. Go, 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 go. Yeah, right around there. Up here, there we go. Yeah, right there. The 49th and the 50th reserves. So I was going to rail them over here and so on and so forth. Of course, they're already on the rail. And I've also got the 8th Army over here on rail. Anyways, by the time I would have brought everybody over here, yes, I understand the Russians, I mean the Germans get a ton. Oh, they get 12 divisions worth of rail capacity per turn. I would have used up 8, so that's 3/4 of my rail capacity. I'm sorry, that's not a... And one of them would have been to bring only a core HQ over to supply the attack. And since I can only supply, give out 2 supply points worth of entirely from core HQs for one attack, per attack, what's the use? Like, that's just such an inefficient use of my resources, especially when the Russians are already doing what I want them to do, which is retreating. So why waste like why waste 2 supply points for not doing, it just doesn't make any sense. However, I was like, okay, let's take a look at the opportunity of what I can do here. So I'm going to leave the little color crazy things there, why not? And maybe I'll zoom out a little bit. But anyway, that's why I was saying I'm not going to, oops, I want to get rid of the leg, maybe. Yeah. So to me, that's an inefficient use, and I'm not going to do it. I don't even know if I'm going to bring the 49th and the 50th divisions over here. But I'm a bit hesitant also to bring the cavalry over to here. Originally, when I was like, okay, I'm going to like slow them down and whatnot, and yet again, it may be another proud moment for me. I'm now starting to become a lot more cautious about using my exposing my cavalry. So I would have popped my cavalry here. I know for a fact that's Russian cavalry. I've seen them run around like the wind. So he retreats over to here. And what would stop the Russian Fourth Army for at least just for the heck of it attacking? I don't know. It just for the sake of, I don't know, like maybe the Russians would be, you know, just to be irritating. And I mean, yes, they would have lost their cavalry in the attack if it's the first thing to go for an attack, but maybe they wouldn't because I've only a 2 strength cavalry, even tripled. But I'm retreating, so it's only doubled. You know, maybe I wouldn't get a good roll and they would know that. I'm just saying, I don't want to expose my cavalry by putting them there for the sake of what's the point. They're retreating anyway, so I'm going to figure out what the heck to do with the cavalry later. So I don't think I'm actually going to move the 49th and the 50th, but this is starting to allow me to think of something I've never done before, which is a column attack. And I'm starting to wonder, okay, could I start putting enough pieces into place? Because if I really want to do a sustained attack or some kind of sustained drive, which I don't think I'm wanting to do, because then I would have to start moving the 8th Army guy over here. Well, maybe I'll just pan up. What if I just do a slight angle and get everybody? Maybe that'll be the way to go. Up, 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 you go. Here we go. Well, it's just almost there. Hold on. Mind you, compared to my other, well, the first 80 videos, this is probably a heck of a lot better. Okay, I don't want to get too far, but you know that, anyways, the 8th Army is, well, here, hold on. Yeah, the 8th Army HQ is right here. And I still need to get them to get supply points. They can't move while having supply points transferred to them. So there's lots of turns. So that's 1 turn just to get there. Another turn to get the transfer. And then to do some kind of sustained drive where I was saying initially all I wanted to do was a skeleton crew there. So what's the point? Yeah, I guess what I'm saying is maybe slightly inefficient use. So I don't know what to do now with these guys here. The 8th Army up here. 8th Army HQ, since I'm not going to do some kind of sustained drive. Darn it. Well, I'll think about it, as in like what the transfer or whatever. But I'm glad, like I said, I'm not going to do this just a waste of 2 supply points for what? I mean, they're just going to retreat anyways. But I want to start putting enough forces here, like all the brigades over to here, and try to do some kind of column attack, which means I need to put a lot of strength points in the column attack, because I think you get it halved before going in, even before supplying, I think, or something like that. I have to look it up again. But like I said, I've never done one before, but I would like to give it a shot. And maybe this seems to me like a good opportunity, because I know they're going to retreat anyways. So maybe if I can slow them down, maybe I should put the cavalry there then, to really, really, really slow them down. That way it would make my column attack much more effective, because it would actually be within movement distance of them, I guess. I have to look. But the only other thing I did do now is, yes, I've finally figured out what the heck I'm going to do with loads or lods or whatever. And bear with me, I know if some of you may grimace or cringe or whatever, but hey man, I'm into role play spectacular, at least for me anyways, in my little brain. See if I can pop it in a little bit more. There we go. So what I'm going to do for loads or lods or whatever, which is just up here. Where are you, you little brat? There you are. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to do a little bit. Now I'll just take out the... There we go. I think that's not too bad. A little bit more. There we go. So I've decided, let's see if I can pronounce all these things right. So I've decided it's going to be called... Where am I here? Oh, I also did find out, yes, that the Germans can transfer supply to the Austrian troops, which makes sense. I think, where the heck did I read that in there? Yeah, section 37.8, and yet again, it's in the national, specific national rules or whatever. It says German HQs may transfer supply points to any Central Powers HQ and may expend supply points for units of any of these countries. Oh, and also when I thought I was being a bit gamey about sending German troops. Ooh, where's my tea? Hold on here. It's probably I don't talk. My voice gets all croaky. Excuse me. I did find this out, which I thought was kind of neat. Yes, I was reading in the book by Prit Butar there, Germany Ascendant, and it says, in order to compensate for the weakened state of the KUK, which I think was the Common Army or something, the German Oberst, forget it, I'm not even going to try, the OHL or Army Supreme Command, dispatched many units to reinforce the Austro-Hungarian line, resulting in those units intercalcated with the Austro-Hungarian forces, which means like inserted. Which I have to look that up again, of course. So basically, yeah, my idea of sending German troops to bolster the Austrian lines by giving them the half reinforcement push away instead of the third makes a lot more sense to me now, or it doesn't seem so gamey, which is great. Okay, and the final thing is I'm going to call it Operation Glotzt, which is Glotzt. And if I know my German, which I don't, but from what I was looking up, I think it translates in English to staring at, which is exactly what I was saying Loads does. It flippin' stares at me. So we're calling it Operation Glotzt. And I'm going to send Corps HQ 1 and the 49th, is it the 49th and the 50th, right? 49th? Yep, 49th and the 50th Reserve that are coming in as reinforcements at 0118. And they're going to start here with the 17th Engineering Regiment, which is way up. Hello, come on up. I better get going, man. My battery's like freaking out. Yeah, it's up in Warsaw there, the 17th Engineering Regiment, way up here. And they're going to be traveling down. So, yet again, I don't want to start wasting all my rail just to bring a bunch of people down for nothing. So, yeah, it's going to be called Operation Glotzt. And just for the heck of it, just for it to be fun, I'm going to call the group that's doing it the German Expeditionary Force, or GEF, or Jeff for short. I'm sorry, but I just love this nonsense. Just get into this, man. It's so much fun. What else can I say? I think that's about it. Did I make another mistake? Yes, of course I did. Sloppy stuff. Way up here near Warsaw, where I had somebody ready for railing, I didn't entrain them. So basically I just wasted a movement point. Silly, silly, silly. I think that's about it for now. So I'm going to get rid of all these crazy nonsense thingamajigs and then try to figure out how I'm going to set up Operation Glotzt, or Glotzt, with Jeff. Okay, that's it.